Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world.
See me in the box, throw your hands up. Money used to look funny, now my grand's up. Moon rise, look alive, no limit to the sky. Back on my king shit now. This a vibe in the box, throw your hand up. Money used to look funny, now my grand's up. Moon rise, look alive, no limit to the sky. Back on my king shit now. This a vibe.
What's good, family? It's the homie. I'm back. We back in the building. What's good, Joe? What's good? Yeah. We back. What's good, Joe? We in the building. Who we got? Danielle, you made it. Gotcha. I see you. We got Danielle in the building. Jeff, what's good, Jeff? I see you. Build Black Better. What's good? What's good? Oh, so you be going Hotshot real soon. Yeah, we're gonna jump into that real quick. We're gonna jump into that real quick. I'm gonna let y'all tap in, let the notification go out a little more, and we're gonna turn up a little bit. We're gonna turn up a little bit in here. How y'all feeling tonight? I just randomly jumped on here, y'all. I'm gonna get to the questions. I'm gonna let everybody tap in, everybody jump in, as many that we can possibly fit on up in here. What's good though, y'all? What's good? You know, I'm back. I'm trying to enhance the setup over here. I'm adding some new things in here. I got a few surprises. What's good? So we got Kenny. Kenny, what's up? I see you. Yolanda, I see you. Jacksonville, Florida's in the building. I see you. Is the C7 Caterpillar motor good? I've been coming across them a lot. Caterpillar engines are pretty good. My cousin has a Caterpillar engine in his truck, and he swears by those Caterpillar engines. He loves them. What's good? James, Gabrielle, what's up? Oh, we got a Houston is in the building. Y'all already know what I need y'all to do. We always have a few house cleaning rules. I just need y'all to tap that thumbs up button. That's it. No more, no less. Just hit that like button for me, y'all. I appreciate it. Oh, y'all, you beat me to it. You beat me to it. Hit that thumbs up for me. You talking about JD is looking for you. Yep. What's good? No doubt. What's good, y'all? I know I didn't announce this live right here. I just randomly, it's this random right here. I just jumped on. Ontario, California. Jay Bird in the building. When running loads with, I'm gonna get to the questions. I'm gonna just let a few more people jump in. I'm gonna start jumping on these questions as they come in. Let's let a few more people jump in. 34. Let me see if we gonna hit 35. How many likes we got? Can somebody tell me how many likes we got right now? We got 33. We just went from 33, 34. Somebody internet bad? Okay. Somebody internet ain't acting right. They'll be back on in a second. They'll be right back on. So there we go. They back. 34. We back. We back. We got Callie in here. So where y'all tapping in from? Where everybody tapping in from? Where are y'all tapping in from? I see Houston in the building. We got Cali in here. We got Houston, Texas in here. Who else we got? Orlando. Orlando is in here. Orlando is in the building. That's what's up. So typically when you're using the ELD, so when anytime that your truck takes off, 9 times out of 10, your ELD is going to start. So if you don't have like the FMs, not FMCSA, but DOT says that if you are running uh less than 175 air miles, you do not have to log. You do not have to log that. 175 air miles, you do not have to log that. Jacksonville. So Jacksonville, the rates are crappy. I'll check them in a little bit. I'll definitely check them out and see what they're looking like in Jacksonville. So I know a lot of times coming out of Jacksonville, um, the people that I know that run out of Jacksonville are most likely they're trying to get out of Jacksonville and get to South Carolina. And the loads are typically right at like a couple of dollars a mile. And that's good for them because that gets them back home without having a deadhead. New York in the building. New York in the building. Somebody hit me earlier today and was telling me the insurance quote that they got out of New York. Oh boy. They're not giving y'all no breaks in New York when it comes to those insurance prices. For real, y'all. They are not playing. That's one of the highest states for commercial insurance. If you did not know, now you know. I'm sure you probably know if you've been, you know what I'm saying, if you've been looking. Shout out to Danielle, though. Shout out to Danielle. That's one of my mentorship clients. Shout out to Danielle. Danielle is doing her thing with Poster Truck. We got her. She's gonna be the Poster Truck GOAT in a minute. She's gonna be the Poster Truck GOAT in a minute. MD, what's up? I see you. I see you. Shout out to Danielle. Yep. She is gonna be killing the game. But I was talking to Danielle the other day, and she hit me up. She was just like, I'm just always doing weird stuff when I get to the facility, like just little things. I'll be messing up. I said, it's okay. I did the same thing. It's normal. Like just about everybody has went through that. Like we've all done silly stuff when we were brand new trying to get this thing done. Like I've even driven off without pulling the door down at Amazon. I had to look back like, oh man, I forgot to pull the door down. So I mean, it happens when you're brand new because you nervous, you know you on a time, you know, you're on a time frame and you're just trying to get out of there and be on time because Amazon have you on the freaking clock. For sure, for sure. She said the first day was crazy. Yeah, if you're driving 180 miles, you definitely have to use that ELD. Yeah. No. You can't do personal conveyance. You cannot do personal conveyance. Oh, this is Jimmy. What's up, Jimmy? Shout out to Jimmy. Shout out to Jimmy. Jimmy, I still have not told the story. I still have not told y'all the story like about Mr. Jimmy. This Mr. Jimmy right here. I got his message up on the screen right now. Jimmy would happen to be in my area and left a sticky note on my car. I still have that video that I have not posted. Like I actually recorded me calling Jimmy because he left a sticky note on my truck. He was in my neighborhood. Jimmy actually said he came and rang my doorbell, y'all. Maybe one day I'll post that video. Jimmy said he just took a chance. He took a chance. He said he knew it was crazy, but he took a chance. He said, I don't know if this man gonna come to the door with his gun in his hand or what. But I don't believe I was I was there that day. I don't believe I was there, but my truck was there. So we should have at least about 63 likes in here right now, right? Yeah, so 150 is 175 air miles or 100 or 150 um uh highway miles. So if you're under 150 miles, this is round trip now. Round trip. According to DOT, you do not have to log that. You do not have to log that trip. You do not have to log that trip. 3T Freight and Trucking is in the building. What's up, Mr. Thomas? I see you. I see you. I see you. So, all right, let me scroll back up top. Let me see what the first question was. Kenny asked, what you think about getting experience and starting with a Chevy cargo van? So, I mean, what I would tell people that are, you have to like in this business, you have to start where you can start at. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're not in the position to go out and buy a truck, and if you have to start, you know, in the cargo van section, start there and then kind of work your way up. Like if I was in that position, I would probably start in whichever way I could start, long as I could start. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't let that hold me back from getting started or going out and starting my logistics business. You have to start somewhere. So if you have to start with a Chevy cargo van, start with a Chevy cargo van. Get your money. Get your money. Because that can, once you master that, then you can, pretty much get to the next level, from there. I know a few people that are in that space, you know. You have to start where you can start at. Shout out to Dallas, Texas. See you. Ohio in the building. Port St. Lucie, Florida. Orlando. I see you. I see you. Yep, yep, yep. What's good, Tila? Smith, Twan, Hancock, covered logistics. What's good? What's good? Memphis, Charlotte. We got the city. We got the Queen City in the building. NYC is in here. What's up, NYC? So the title of this is why I chose box trucks over uh what is it, hot shots. The hot shot business. So hot shots are it's money in it. It's money in either or. But I think I gravitated more toward box trucks because for me it was less work I had to do. You know what I'm saying? It was less work for me to do. I didn't have to deal with as much equipment, you know, strapping down and having to pull over and check freight. And it's a lot more that comes with uh hot shotting. A lot of times, I've seen a lot of those trailer tires blow out. Little things that can slow you down with the hot shot. But who that game is for is who that it's for. It's just that particular part of trucking just wasn't kind of like my deal. But and then I also looked at the winter times. Like when winter hits, I didn't want to be freezing. Like if I'm a freeze for a little bit if I jump out of that truck and run and put some diesel on my truck and jump back in that truck and keep it moving. I just didn't I didn't want to have to like deal with the hot shot side of things. Shout out to Tyler, one of my channel members in the house. Shout out to Tyler. You get the sound effect. You know what I'm saying? So um even though I know now when I was looking at both of them, even though I was looking at the type of freight, there's more variations of freight that you can carry when it comes to hot shots because it's similar, it's pretty much a flatbed truck, so you can definitely get more types of freight onto that hot shot. But there is a lot that comes with, what I'm saying? There's way more that comes with hot shot, and a lot of times a lot of shippers want their freight tarped, so then that's more equipment you have to purchase. Tarping, chains, there's a lot. There's a way more equipment that you need for a hot shot than you do in the box truck in the box truck business. We need a pallet jack, straps, couple of load bars, pallet brake. Um, of course, you can get some moving blankets. We have less equipment that we have to have on the box truck side of things versus what you have to have in hot shotting. Definitely, definitely, definitely. So I know when you're looking at this, like when you're looking at which direction you want to go in, it's just like, oh, they making a lot of money hot shotting, but they're also doing well on the box truck side of things. So for me, it wasn't really a coin toss. Like I seen box trucks, I was like, yeah, I got to get me one of these. I have to get me one of these. And plus, I couldn't do Amazon Relay, so then that was definitely what made the scale go like this. Ugh. Somebody asked me, could they run Amazon Relay with a hot shot? I'm like, absolutely not. That won't happen. So I react, what's the oldest acceptable year box truck? Well, now I will say this. Sometimes you will run into certain brokers that, you know, and some of the really, really, really picky brokers that are, don't want trucks to be a certain age. They don't want trucks that are a certain age, but that's not a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? It's not a lot of them, but I would say probably, so my truck was a 2006. Now I've seen people driving, you know, trucks in the 90s, like 98, 99s. You know what I'm saying? Like driving them trucks, box trucks, and still moving freight successfully. It's almost like when you see semis on the interstate, you see a lot of older semis, power units that are still moving freight out there, even though they're older trucks. So it's really not too much of an age cap when it comes to trucks. And it's also going to depend on your preference of what model truck that you want to, do your business in. But I don't think you'll have too much of an issue if you have you get an older model truck. Said Tyler said, "Hot shots make me nervous if something comes loose in the box. At least it's contained. That's a fact. With that trail, anything loose gonna be in the road. No, sir. No, sir. A hot shot does make people nervous because it's and then when you're driving, another thing I noticed, like on the hot shot side of things, when you're driving, you really have to really stay paying attention to your load that's on the back. And I don't that would make me more nervous to be on the interstate, and now, and I have to really keep looking in my mirrors, seeing if anything is swaying in the back. It's just, just certain things. It's just like, I'm not. It makes me a little nervous, especially when I'm watching these guys on YouTube that are doing hot shot, and I'm seeing it's just about every so often I'm seeing them pulling over and having to check their freight and, make sure that the straps are tight and make sure tarp is not blowing off. And it's way more than I would like to have to do moving freight. You know what I'm saying? I like to go in the back of my box, make sure everything is strapped down, pull that door down, and I'm out. I'm out. Jump out the truck and then I'm good to go. I'm good to go. good to go. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much it. So it's like way more simple for me. I like simple. I don't know about y'all, but I like simple. I don't want to be stressed out when I am moving any freight out here. I don't want to be stressed out. I'm good. I am good for sure. Starting a box truck, what are good insurance companies to go with? So all you got to do is hit Marquee Insurance Group up. Reach out to Marquee Insurance Group. It's in most of my videos. You'll see a link that takes you to Marquee Insurance Group, and Marquee Insurance Group has over 48 different insurance companies that they deal with. But if you're a brand new authority, more than depends on what state you're in, more than likely there's probably like only one or two insurance companies that you'll actually be able to get insurance with. And that's either going to be Berkshire and Hathaway and Progressive. Those are like the two main insurance companies that will work with brand new authorities when it comes to insuring you. So just keep that in mind. Uh-oh. See what I'm saying? Danielle said, just got a postal truck order filled. One stop in the in the quarter of a mile from where I park my. Listen, y'all. Listen. Shout out to Danielle again. Danielle just got another postal truck order filled. One stop and ends a quarter of a mile from where I park. Danielle, if you don't mind telling, if you don't mind, I'm just curious as to what the rate per mile on that postal truck order was. I'm just a little curious, just a little bit. What's the RPM on that load on the postal truck order? What is the RPM? Shout out to ADP point here. So we must have at least 80 likes on this live so far, right? We got at least 80 likes. I know it. I know we do. You, Mr. Silverback, you're absolutely right. I do not want the work that comes with hotshotting. Nope, I don't. Nope, I don't want the work that comes. It's one of my first. Ooh, y'all see that? Y'all see what Danielle said? $7.52 a mile for 16 miles. Talk to him. Talk to him. Talk to him. I sat down with Danielle on our mentorship call, and we went through Poster Truck, and I showed her exactly how to make them Poster Truck orders talk over there, and she been rolling ever since, smiling. She been rolling ever since. And there you go. There you go. Shout out to that $7.52 per mile, y'all. Shout out to that. Shout out to that. See that? So a wise man said he got Brookshire. He with Brookshire. There you go. Progressive wouldn't work with new authorities in Cali. That's right. I forgot about that in Cali. Yep. I forgot all about that. That's correct. Shout out to that $7.52 per mile. Listen, I'm always saying that. I don't know if y'all remember during peak season. If you go back and watch Demetrius B's video, shout out to Demetrius B. He's one of the guys that I watched when I first got started running Amazon Relay Freight. Like I watched him and Kobe Pegway. It wasn't too many other people really out here on YouTube talking about Amazon Relay. I've talked about I watched Kobe Pegway, Demetrius B. Shout out to both of them. But between them two and one of my clients that used to come sit in my chair at the barbershop, showing me what he was making with Amazon Relay only. Like all he was doing was Amazon Relay, and he was showing me those checks. and Demetrius B did 20 grand in a month right when peak season kicked in, and 95% of his loads were all posted truck orders. 95% of them was posted truck orders. Boy, I flew to Orlando and bought that truck I found off of Facebook Marketplace. I couldn't get that truck fast enough. Didn't care nothing about how tall the box was. All I know is it had a lift gate and it was 26 feet. That's all I knew. And I made it work. Had 500,000 miles on it. $10,000. I said, let's go. If this truck makes it back to Columbia, South Carolina from Orlando, Florida, game over. And it's been game over ever since. It's been game over ever since then. So to enroll into the mentorship program, go to any of my other videos that I just posted. There's a drop down menu, drop down box. You'll see the link to it right there. You'll see a link to it, to how to enroll into the program. And it ends the end of the month. I'm going to close it out. Matter of fact, I'm going to find a link for you. I think I got the link. Let me see if I got the link over here. I'm going to post it in the chat. I'm going to post it in the chat. Where is it? So, man, I got so much exciting stuff happening, y'all. So much exciting things that are in the works. So much exciting things that are in the works. So if you're getting in the business, right? I just posted the link to the program inside of the chat. So yeah, I don't want to talk. I don't want to tell y'all about it yet. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. But yeah, there's just too much of a big difference and for Hotshot and box truck. And it's just like way too much work for me. For real, for real. It look easy. It look easy when you're on YouTube. When they're on YouTube moving that stuff, but one little slight shift and it can be a mess. It can be a mess. I mean, not that it can't be a mess in, with a box truck if you don't have your stuff strapped right on that truck, but dealing with the hot shot side of things, it's like, oh, no, 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 no. Can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. Dealing with the box truck was just way easier for me. Yeah. But my partner he does car hauling, but he's doing great car hauling though. He loves it. He loves it. He loves it. Loves it. Like if I were to get a truck, I probably would prefer a 2-car hauler versus doing the other freight. You know what I'm saying? Like hot shotting. I probably would prefer a 2-car hauler. Because he's done he's doing some amazing numbers with just a 2-car hauler. Just a 2-car hauler. So, I wouldn't want to do it myself. I would probably put somebody in there to do it, but I personally wouldn't want to do it. Yeah, the Amazon relay is definitely I tell everybody, this is what I say. This is what I say. Even if you decide to get a box truck and your main goal is to go over the road with it, right? So a lot of times, sometimes, so just recently, I was looking at my analytics, right? on my YouTube analytics. And what YouTube shows me, it will show me where a majority of my traffic comes from and the videos that recommend my content and where my viewers come from, right? So I see a video, older video of a guy basically using my exact title from one of my videos, like on his video. Shout out to him. He's using the title of my most popular video on his video, right? Then I click on it, I'm watching it, and he was pretty much stuck where he was at, basically waiting on a dispatcher to find him a load. One thing he never mentioned in that video was Amazon Relay. See, Amazon Relay, the reason why I tell people to make sure they have Amazon in their back pocket because of situations just like that. So you can be in the area feeling like you're stuck, but you can pull up Amazon Relay and Amazon to get you out of some jams. And they can also keep your truck moving when you're in bad areas. You feel what I'm saying? Especially when you're waiting for a dispatcher, the dispatcher find you a load. And when I hear people that are doing that, it kind of just shows me that they really don't know what they're doing in this business. They really don't know what they're doing and don't really understand how to maneuver in this space right here. Because there's no way you should be sitting anywhere for 8 hours waiting on a load. Like what? Unless you have the downtime and you're not unless you have the downtime and you're basically waiting for your clock to reset, 10 hours or something like that. That's the only time you should really be sitting. Like you shouldn't be anywhere just waiting for somebody to find you a load. Like you're doing the business wrong if that's what you're doing. Something is wrong. You know what I'm saying? So that's Amazon to keep your truck moving at the end of the day. Even if it's a load that you see that's is not the number you really would like to be at. You know what I'm saying? But it's better than not having nothing. It's better than waiting 8 hours for somebody to dispatch you and find you a load. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I always say the first account you should be getting is Amazon Relay once you do get a truck. The first account you should have. That's the one. That's the one. So I personally haven't did a lot of OTR over the road like this year. I haven't, not a lot. I've done some, like I don't even know how many, like what my average was. Me personally, I don't even know what my average annual was. Um, but people that really go hard, like in the paint, OTR, annually the average for most truckers is about 100,000 miles a year. It's about 100,000 miles. Now that's somebody that's getting it. You know what I'm saying? That's somebody that's really out there. They on it. They on it. Said any tips on getting local contracts or shipper connects? So if you're in the area, like if that's like what your goal is and that's something that you are really trying to do, like I would suggest going to a lot of these manufacturing companies that you see that have docks. Like a lot of these companies that have dock doors, you should be going in and finding out who the shipping manager is. Handing them a business card, letting them know what you do and that you move freight. That's definitely a way to get your foot in the door to have a direct shipper. I would do that with tire tire companies. The Firestones in your area, the Goodyears in your area. They getting their tires from somewhere. Shout out to the box truck couple. You see them, they still got their tire route, and that's direct. They deal direct with the shipper. Yep. But that's a way to get direct contracts with shippers. You gotta hit the ground running. Like, you gotta hit the ground, you gotta hit the pavement. Pull up. Just pull up. Like, if they got a dock door, they shipping something or receiving something at that location. It's either gonna be a yes or a no at the end of the day. Like, if that was a goal of mine, that's what I would be doing. That's definitely something that I would be doing if that were a goal of mine. For sure. He said, I'm full up. That's what's up. I missed the question. Is it better, is it better her to drive for a box truck business or drive for yourself? Is it better to drive for a box truck business or drive for yourself? I would always say drive for yourself. I mean, if you're not in a position to drive for yourself, then and you want to get in the business and you have to drive for someone until you can get in a position to drive for yourself, then that definitely would be a choice that you would have to make. But you know, you have to start how you can start. If they're talking the right numbers and you're able to, saying get your money, then do what you got to do. To get your money and then start driving. You get in a position to get your own, then start driving for yourself. Absolutely. That should be the end goal your goal at the end of the day. For sure, for sure, for sure. So yeah, hot shotting or box trucking, I'm going with box trucking all day long. Now, even though a hot shot can carry a little more weight than the a box truck can, non-CDL box truck and non-CDL hot shot, depending on the size of your trailer, the length of your trailer and the weight of your trailer. I've seen some of these guys that used to car haul with like the 2,500 Ram trucks. I think they was getting like maybe 12, 13,000 pounds that they were able to haul non-CDL, depending on the trailer, the weight of the trailer that they were pulling. Let me see if there's any more questions up here. So how many people? Does everybody have trucks? Everybody got trucks, or y'all looking for trucks? So let me say this thing. So with box trucks, we're in a space in box trucking that um where you could buy brand new and still be okay. Like, you can buy brand new and be all right, but you got to be running your business accordingly, of course. You got to run your business accordingly. Like, I would be looking everywhere. Like, it's almost easier to find a brand new truck than a used. Let me pull that up. Let me pull that up. Kelsey said a lot of people out here doing OTR making 5 to 6 thousand a week, but netting 2,500 to 3,000 after fuel and hotels and all of those fees. I'd rather do Amazon and get most of my money. Yeah, I mean it can be tough, but you got some people out there that are not getting hotels that are, you know what I'm saying, that are doing a thing. But like if you OTR, stay under 65 miles. Stay and it seem like you gonna get there not as fast, but if you stick around 65 miles per hour, you're gonna get way better gas mileage. My truck could do 75, 74, 75 is it cuts off right around that speed. But you know, and I used to be, well, I used to give it all it had before somebody hit me to, you know what I'm saying, staying around that speed. Even when you run an Amazon relay, they tell you to get, you know, on the app tells you to get better fuel efficiency to stay around, you know, 66, around 65 miles per hour. He said 20% on the brand new $100,000 truck. That's expensive. Nah, you got to use other people's money to put that down payment down. I was just telling somebody that the other day. Don't use your cash. Use OPM. Get you a 0% interest business credit card. Use that as your down payment. Boom, there you go. Just gave you a gem. Just gave you a gem. If you didn't think about it, there you go, right there. Now you ain't got to you don't have to touch your money, at least not right now. Get you a 0% interest business credit card. That 20% you got to put down on that truck, use that card. Boom. You're in the game. You're in the game. Uncle Obama show. What's good? I see you, brother. I see you. Likewise, likewise. I appreciate you. Now, I'm keep it real. Like that week I ran during peak season last year with Amazon. I did about almost right up under $6,000 that week. Bro, that was love. That was love. I was like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I ran it up. I was running it up. If you saw the YouTube videos, y'all know I was running the numbers up. Every time I turned around, it was an $800, $900, $1,000 load. I was going. I was gone. I barely wanted to sleep. Every time I every time I opened up that load board, I was just sitting there like, where we going today? Where are we going today? This I always get amazed at when I see this question right here. Has the box truck bubble popped? Has the semi bubble popped? Has the semi bubble popped? There's no shortage of semis out there. Unless they stop making box trucks or unless everybody buys them up, box truck it's not going anywhere right now. I don't see it going anywhere. I don't see it going anywhere. I had some big brokers reach out to me today. So yeah. Y'all been seeing me post a couple of loads that I had available. So just know things about to get real different. If you rocking with me, we gonna be eating out here. I'm about to tell y'all now. I can't even give it all to y'all right now, but we about to really be eating. So listen. When you rock with people that's about making that paper, stay close. Stay close. Stay close. We getting ready to eat. We gonna eat. Trust and believe me. We gonna eat. Yeah, box truck's not going nowhere, man. With this trucking, like it's not going nowhere. Like this is an industry where You know what I'm saying? Things go up, things come down a little bit, but if you maintain, just stick and stay. Stick and stay. Yeah, yeah. We all sitting around waiting on peak season to see what it do this year. We're gonna see what it do this year. Shout out to 110 people in the live right now. Shout out to y'all for coming and kicking with me. Um, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. You know what I'm saying? Just back up from the phone a little bit. Tap that little like button. I would appreciate that. How many likes we got right now? Can anybody tell me how many likes we got? So I ain't see that. I see you right here, James. James said he drove a truck from Ryder, 50,000 for a 2018 Freightliner. How many miles did that Freightliner have on it, James? Jonathan, I see you, bro. I see you. I say finally caught alive. Yeah, I just this so random live. I jumped on here. So peak season, if I can speak more specifically, with for Amazon is gonna November, you start seeing some things start shaking a little bit towards mid November, because that's it's getting close to Christmas and people gonna start buying, when they start buying them Christmas gifts early, you're gonna see things start really shaking up. Gonna see them start shaking up. I'm just interested to see what it's gonna look like right here in Charlotte because I'm literally around about every Amazon in Charlotte right now. I'm like literally right the 6 miles, 9 miles. I'm like literally right down the street from all the airport stuff, like all the Amazons. I'm here. I'm here. So I'm really hoping peak season hit different for me this year. Like I'm gonna be Columbia, Charlotte. It's gonna be Columbia, Charlotte. Let's see, Columbia, Charlotte, Raleigh, and Spartanburg. It's gonna be, and I'll go to Atlanta too, if the numbers is right. Port Wentworth, I'll hit all of those. Appleton, Georgia. Oh, y'all gonna see me pull up everywhere. If you're out in this area, you're gonna see me pulling up everywhere. Cross my fingers that the truck does what it's supposed to do. I will be everywhere. I'm telling you, I will be everywhere. I'm gonna just be smiling and high fiving y'all. Let's eat. Let's eat, y'all. I'll be high fiving all of y'all. Let's get it. Let's go. I am excited about it. So I know I have new people that are just getting in the business. I got new mentorship clients. They're in the process of getting their trucks. It's like they getting their trucks at the perfect time. At the perfect time. Perfect time. Let's get ready to go. We getting ready to be up, y'all. We getting ready to be up. For real, for real. So it's a good question right here. He asks how long you wait after the MC was active to apply for Amazon. So with Amazon Relay, after your MC is active, it typically takes a few days for Amazon system to recognize that your authority is active. So if you try to apply and it doesn't let you finish the application, that just means their system does not see that your MC number is active. So just try back the next day or the day after that, and then it should let you finish the application and you should be good to go. But do not miss that phone call when Amazon Relay calls you to verify all your information. It's going to be an 844 number, if I'm not mistaken. So make sure you answer that phone because they're not going to keep calling you. They will not keep calling you. I'm going to tell you now. Um, I know, Kels. I know. So, y'all stop stealing our free. I ain't gonna get. I can't get it all, man. I can't get it all. I promise you, I can't get it all. I cannot get it all, brother. Yeah, so you can check. You can definitely check on the safer website. Yeah, yeah, you can check on the safer website once your authority goes active. You'll start getting emails anyway. Uh, FMCSA, you start getting emails from people trying to solicit you for business, about your authority being active. So you'll definitely know. Plus, you'll get the email from the FMCSA with your actual authority paperwork. So once you receive that email, you're gonna need to print that. You're gonna get one in the mail, but you're definitely gonna need to put that in like your binder, your authority, your certificate of authority, because they're gonna ask for that when you start setting up your all your paperwork to send to brokers, your carrier packet. That's what they call it, which consists of your MC number, not your MC number, your MC authority paperwork, your insurance, certificate of insurance, uh, all your documents will be in there. You're gonna need to put them in there. So you just have that ready to send to brokers. Oh man. Oh, Danielle get ready to have a she can ready to have a good time out there in Richmond. She got Richmond 1, Richmond 5, Richmond 2, and the ones that's about to open all within 25 miles of her. When you're in a location like that, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be real lovely. Yeah, if you come, like I said, if you coming in right around this time, right here, y'all. So so listen, now during peak season, let me say this, during peak season, if you can find a rental with way low rates, then it will make sense for you to probably play around with a rental at that time. At that time. But uh yeah, you can get a rental for definitely for peak season. Definitely for peak season because the numbers is gonna be different. They should be different. Let's put it that way. I'm really interested to see what the numbers are gonna look like during peak season. If they anywhere near what last year was, I'm gonna have some beautiful weeks. I really want to see if I could top that 20 bands Demetrius B did with just Amazon in a month. And it definitely I know it can be done. I know it can be done again. Catch you like a couple of them bad boys a day. Oh man, you're gonna win. You're gonna win. Boy, when I tell you, listen, if you're in the Midwest, listen to me real good. Turn your volume up on your phone. Turn your volume up on the phone. But before we get into that, let me give y'all this right here.
It's Big Face TV.
Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world.
It's Big Face TV.
Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world.
See me in the box, throw your hands up. When it used to look funny, now my grand's up. New eyes look alive, no limit to the sky. Back on my king shit now. It's a vibe in the box, throw your hands up. When it used to look funny, now my grand's up. New eyes look alive, no limit to the sky. Back on my king shit now.
And we back just like that. So if you're in the Midwest, as I was saying before, listen, the money is gonna hit so different over there. Like, I mean, the money is gonna hit way better than it hits for us over here. They give y'all different numbers over there in the Midwest. Like it says up on the screen, $8 plus per mile. Easy with Amazon. Easy, y'all. Easy. Chicago, all of that over there. Like that whole Midwest is gonna be hitting different. It's gonna hit way, way different. Way, way different. I'm telling you. I'm serious, y'all. Just get ready. Just get ready. If you got a truck and you in the business right now, shout out to you because you should be doing this right here. You should be just like this. You remember how y'all remember New Jack City? Y'all remember New Jack City? Shout out to y'all if y'all old school like me. If you remember New Jack City, do you remember the scene when G Money girl was dancing in front of him and Nino was peeking behind the peeking be peeking through them covers and she was looking at Nino. That's me looking at peak season. That's how I'm gonna be looking. That's how I'm looking right now. I'm looking like, yeah, come on. Come on, peak season. I'm ready. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna hit different. Oh, yeah, they called me during peak season. They called me during peak season. I got the phone call. I got several phone calls. They was calling me while I already had a load in my truck. I was setting up the next plate after I was dropping off one bag. I was setting up the next one on the phone. Like, yeah, so I dropped this off in the next 30 minutes. Um, can you go ahead and push that for like 2 hours out for me? And I will be there on time to pick that up. Bag was hitting crazy. Crazy, y'all. So just know, y'all always hear me say it. If you ever get that call from Amazon, the number's gonna be up. The bag gonna hit different. Matter of fact, one of my shout out to Jeff. Jeff told me they did a load last week. Amazon called them up and they had a good payday that day. They had a good payday. Good payday. And they just started, like they just got started. They just got started. Shout out to Jeff and Myron. They just got started. Marlon. I said Myron. Marlon. I meant to say Marlon. Shout out to Jeff and Marlon. So yeah, definitely, y'all. Definitely. So he said rental companies are saying you got to be in business 2 years now. What rental company is saying that? Hit up Courtney. Hit up Courtney from Trucking Out the Box and see what, what I'm saying. They got something else going on. Like they making things shake. They making things shake with them rentals. They making things shake with the rentals. Yep, you said it. You see what McCaskill said? Transport and expedite. CAE1, CLT9, AGS1, AGS5. You should have slid CLT4 in there too. Bags gonna be dropping. Listen, y'all. Let me tell you something about AGS5 up on the screen. Last year, I would just be dropping a load off. And I go back on the load board and see another bag up there paying ridiculous coming out of AGS5, going to like one post office drop on my way to the crib. I was like, God. CLT5, I do not like CLT5. I dropped a load off there a week, I think, or almost 2 weeks ago. When I was running the 9 loads, I did the 9 loads with Amazon. I do not like CLT5. I don't like it. Don't like that Amazon right there. For sure, for sure. Appreciate you, Eric. I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Yeah, man. I see. Listen, I know if it works. Like I'm not gonna talk about anything that's not working. Like when I hear people jumping on, matter of fact, let's put it this way. Most of the people y'all have seen on the YouTube platform that are saying they're they're getting out of trucking or they've gotten out of trucking. Why is it they're still in trucking? Why? Why are they still in the business? And if they say they got out, they getting back in. Like, the make it make sense for me. But then you tell people that you're not doing the business or you're getting out of the business. I don't know. I think it's just for views. A lot of cap going on out here. So the young boys say they capping right now. That's what they saying now. Like I don't understand it. But me, I have a different approach with it because I understand it. Like I understand how to make the business work. You know what I'm saying? So, and I teach people how to make the business work for them versus everything else that's being said in this space right here. It's crazy. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, the price for rentals is a little different, man. It's a little different. A little different. I was supposed to record this too. I didn't even record it. I don't know why I didn't. I was supposed to record this actual the audio on here. So yeah, it's just going to hit a little different, y'all. It's going to hit a little different. This year should be amazing. Speaking about numbers, how much percentage in profit can we keep after cost, or what do you think it's good? Uh, people ask me that question a lot, but um, if you keep your expenses lower, like if you have your own vehicle, um, I think you should be able to keep a good majority of it. Should be able to keep a good majority of it. I would say about um, mm, like 20 to 30 is kind of low. 20 to 30% is kind of low. You should be able to keep more money than that. Depends on what type of expenses you had. Depends on your operating costs. Your cost per mile. Like you have to do everybody's numbers are gonna be different. Like we're all not gonna have the same numbers. Yeah, you should be at least in the 70% range, at least somewhere in there. Now, if you got a rental truck, that number is not gonna be 70%. I could tell you that right now. If you got a rental, the amount that you get to keep is gonna be different. Your number is gonna hit way different than somebody that does not have a rental that's just has a note on their truck, you know. Like the real goal, I feel like the real goal should be once you do get your truck, you know what I'm saying, to try, especially if you're buying your truck, the first thing should be to pay that truck off as humanly fast as possible. Pay that truck off first, like get that out the way first. You know what I'm saying? Because that's probably gonna be between that and insurance your biggest expense. That's gonna be your biggest is your biggest expense is gonna be the note on the truck and the insurance. Yeah, so yeah, I would be adding in, you know, at 70%, if you're I would say close to 70 if you're not paying yourself, but the money's just going straight to the company. I'm not talking about paying yourself. It's going to be a little less than 70 if you're paying yourself as well. So you might be hitting around 60-ish, keeping at least 60% of that if you're going to pay yourself, I would say. But if it's going straight to the company, then I would say about 70. Right. So see, Pedro said after paying himself 30% in profit just for the company. So, you know. So if I'm running loads, depends on where you're going. It all depends on where you're going. Now I'm in Charlotte where there's a lot of Amazons. So if I go to Spartanburg and back to Charlotte, that's 66, about 70 miles going, 70 miles coming back. My tank typically takes about two 200 something to fill it up from empty. And on average, I can get about 5 hours on one tank of gas, and that's that's like going being dead smack on E for 5 hours. But I typically don't let it get past a half a tank, so I would refill up again. And I might drop 110, something like that, to fill it back up, depending on how much the fuel is. So, um, and if I'm not like running crazy hard, I might drop a couple hundred or a few $100s in the gas tank, depending on where I'm going. So I'm not going super far. If I can run to Columbia back to Charlotte, I can typically do that without having to refill my gas tank. So just depends on where you're going. So that like the gas per week is gonna vary. Like I might spend a few hundred. I might spend a few hundred depending on how many loads I run. So I know someone that went through my partner went through Premier for his financing with his Penske truck. Like, but he really didn't have a choice at the time. Like that's who would finance him. And his credit wasn't the best, but they gave him, what I'm saying, they gave him a shot, and he had to forgot how much he had to put down. I think he had to put like 8 grand down or something like that. And see, Danielle she went through Navy. She put 25% down on her truck. What rate did they give you, Danielle? If you don't mind saying, what rate did they give you? Is it 12? Was it 12%? 12.5, 12%, somewhere around there? 10.5 is a pretty decent rate. That's a pretty decent rate right there. Alex said his rate is 10 points. So they gave you 10%. That was good. Wait, that was through the commercial? Was that commercial through the business department? Or was it personal? Was it personal or through the business? On the business side. How many likes we got, y'all? How many likes do we have? How many likes do we have right now? Okay, that was on the business side. Cool. That's a good rate. 10% is an excellent rate for for a commercial loan. That's an excellent rate. You're not typically gonna get too much lower than that rate right there for a commercial vehicle. How many likes we got, y'all? We should be over 100 likes right now. How many likes we got? Can somebody let me know how many likes we at? Where we at? Where we at on the likes? We've been on an hour and 10 minutes. Hour and 10 minutes. How many likes do we have right now? Shout out to y'all though. Shout out to y'all. We only showing 52 likes. We got 104 y'all. Y'all don't stop playing right now. Hit that like button, man. Stop. Oh, we at 87. Okay. Somebody hit the refresh. We at 88. Okay. 81. Well, we got 88, 81 with them. Is YouTube playing with the? Oh, we at 90. Okay. Shout out. Shout out to 90 likes right now. Shout out to 90. We back with sound effects and everything. What's good? We stepping our game up today. What's good, y'all? We stepping our game up. We got sound effects and all that in the building. What's up? How much would you say a truck makes you a year gross, and what percentage do you take home? Okay, awesome. Um, how much would you say a truck makes you a year gross? A truck can make you 100,000 a year. A truck can make you more than that a year. It just depends on how you run that truck. That all varies on the person. It varies with the owner operator. It varies on what type of freight you're moving. It varies if you know what I'm saying, like how you're maneuvering with your truck. So that number is going to fluctuate from owner operator to owner operator. So it's 320,000 miles decent for a 2018 Freightliner at 50,000, 320,000 miles. So I know someone that bought a international for 40,000 with 400,000 miles on it. So, and I think theirs is a 2000. What year is theirs? I think 15 or 16 or something like that. So, you know, depends on how well maintained that vehicle is. So I would definitely get your paperwork. I would definitely get the paperwork for that truck. If I, you know what I'm saying, if they get as much paperwork as you can as far as the maintenance records go, as far as maintenance goes with that truck that you're looking at, the 2018, James. That's what I would do. For sure, for sure. So let's see something here. Um share. So right now we are looking at my area. Look at 24 loads on the load board. They done snatched up a majority of the loads. But there's a lot of loads that are gonna drop to um that are gonna drop early in the morning. Early in the morning. Yeah, I never heard that one, Jay Young. I never heard them say that. Like you can't get uh business loans or credit if Navy Federal knows you run a trucking company. Nah. No, you probably you they that's definitely not true for Navy. If you're running a credit type of business like credit repair or something like that, then they won't let you do any business loans or give you credit cards or anything like that. I do know about that. Nah, the low border show whatever area I put in here. Yeah, to the low only show my area. Now the low border show whatever I put in the origin. Shout out to 104 likes on this live. I appreciate y'all. We had an hour and 15 minutes. We had an hour and 15. Shout out to 104 likes though. Shout out to 104 likes. I appreciate it. So I did see something up here. I'm gonna put in. Let's put anywhere. I'm doing anywhere. I want to see where the top paying loads are at right now. So we're gonna put in anywhere. Look at Chicago. Chicago in the top. They in the top right now. Midwest, $4.60. No, they ain't in the top. What's this? Oregon? $5.66 a mile. 7 stops. Whoa. But y'all see how they got me grayed out, right? Look at that. Can't even book it. Can't even book it. They said I could book it in 1 minute though. 54 seconds. Let me stop hitting that before I make a mistake and try to book that load. So as you can see right here, let me pause it. So look at that. See that load just popped up? 2 minutes, 54 seconds. $5.45 a mile. That's going 72 miles. 72 miles out of, it's a lot of stops on this thing. New Jersey, PA. Look at that. You see how fast that load disappeared, right? Somebody snatched that thing up. This is in urban Texas. Picking up at 1:30 in the morning. Going to Sherman, Texas. 71 miles, $4.49 a mile. Look at that. Look at that. Look at them loads just popping up. $3.40 a mile. This next day pay right here. What's this? Kenosha, Wisconsin, Illinois, all that Midwest stuff. $3.40 a mile. What else we got? Colorado Springs, $3.16 a mile. And see what they're doing right now? They're putting loads out on the load board right now. So you see it's Wednesday night going into Thursday. They dropping loads right now. They dropping loads Thursday. All this stuff is like post office stuff. They start dropping around this time, 11 o'clock. Y'all seeing it live in action right now. Live in action. $3.58 a mile. See, every time you see a new green tab, they just dropping these loads. Look at that at the top, 615. $3.60 a mile. Next day pay. Here's another one. Next day pay. Cleveland. It's my people's out there. I hope Jeff and them looking at the load board right now. They dropping loads on them out there right now. Twinsburg, they right out here in this area. They are out there in Ohio. So y'all see that? They even dropping them down here. What's this? PA. This Amazon, the Amazon right here, $2.97 a mile, going 107 miles. Yeah. Y'all see it. Y'all see it right here. You can tell a post office by the long numbers, the letters, and then the long numbers. All the long numbers is post office routes. The short letters are Amazon to Amazon loads. All the short letter stuff is Amazon to Amazon. It'll typically be one to two, one to two, just one stop. They go Wisconsin or Kenosha again. They dropping them loads out there. Midwest. I see you. I see you. Cordero, what's up? What's up? No, this not everywhere. NP, this not everywhere. So it's just it depends on where you're located at. So right now they're just showing me what's dropping in so I got it set for anywhere. So wherever a load has just been posted, it's gonna show me up here at the top, especially if it's for either today or in the morning, like early mornings for Thursday. So typically you'll see loads start dropping around this time for a lot of post office routes. Most places. And it depends on the time. So the earlier it is, the that's gonna put those at the top. So if I was to put Charlotte in right now, it probably wouldn't show any loads because they would have popped up there at the top. So they haven't put any um new Charlotte loads up right this minute. And you can typically tell which areas is kind of pumping right now. And you see Midwest, they go Atlanta. So Atlanta popped up. See, they just dropped one for Atlanta, a new load, 3 in the morning. Look like two drops. Gardendale, Alabama, and then Huntsville, Alabama, coming out of Atlanta. Two post office drops. 2023 cents a mile. Nope, I wouldn't take that. No, sir. Not going one way. Nope. Would not do that. Here's another one, Atlanta MGE 8. See that one paying $2.10 a mile. They'll let me book that. And they'll let me book that Atlanta load, but nah, 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 nah. I wouldn't even entertain that load. Oh man. No, I wouldn't quite say they trash, but they do put some trash loads on the board. I will. They definitely will. They definitely will. I wouldn't book nothing off of. I mean, it's a couple loads on here, but like even this load right here, that's $5.66 a mile. Like you gotta ask yourself, like these are this are listen, this is a lot of work right here, y'all. This is a lot of stops. A lot of stops. A lot of stops. Now, most of these post office, there could be one or only two pallets that are dropping off at those stops. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Dwayne? I see you. I see you. Mike Poor said he ran Amazon for a week with early access and barely made $600 profit after deadhead. Mike, I don't know how you ran your loads, how you booked your loads. Sorry to hear that, my friend. Sorry to hear that. Did you have a load coming back? Or were you just going to pick up a load deadheading every time you went to pick up a load? Like mm, I don't know what you did. There is a wrong way to run Amazon Relay. There is a wrong way to run it. And you will lose most times if you don't know what you're doing. I will tell you that straight up. I will tell you that straight up. So you barely made $600 profit after deadhead. $600 is better than no dollars, Mike. That's better than no dollars. So if I'm picking loads, if I'm picking loads, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta know what you're doing. You gotta know what you're doing. Next Saturday, I'm gonna put you in timeout till next Saturday. Don't come in here with the foolishness, bruh. We ain't with that. We ain't with that over here. We ain't with it, bruh. We ain't with it. Yep. See ya. What's up, Kim? What's up? What's up? What's up? Minneapolis, Minnesota. Listen. I'm just gonna, Mike. I gotta ask you a question, Mike, real quick. I gotta ask you a question, real quick, Mike. This question for you, Mike. Say, can I show Minneapolis, Minnesota? I can tell you without showing you Minneapolis, Minnesota, that if you're in Minneapolis, Minnesota, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. I promise you. You'll be fine. But if you want to see it, I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you. Look at that. So now they dropping loads Jacksonville. Nope. $2.10 a mile. No. No. $2.59. Listen. I just want to show y'all this, right? So $5.32 a mile. You got a lot of stops with this load, first and foremost. You got that's a lot of stops, number one. All right, so I'm gonna pause this right here so it's not refreshing every single time. So I'm gonna put in Minneapolis, I'll put in Naptown within a 50-mile radius, right? A lot of next day pay loads out there in Minneapolis. 1 day payment. It's a lot of stops though. It's a lot of stops. What I do if I was in Minneapolis, Minnesota, I'll be posting my truck because there's nothing appealing about most of these loads that are sitting on a load board at the current moment. See, even if I looked at something that says $3.82 a mile, even though it's not going that far, this is a lot of stops. It's a lot of stops on this load. This thing keep doing that. You're looking at 5 post office drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 post office stops. 5 post office drops. That's a lot of work. So if you look at this one, you'll see picking up at 3:30 in the morning. You leave there once you got your truck loaded at by 4:20. So if you can get out of here early, you'll be doing good. You get to the first post office drop by 4:32. You got to drop however many pallets off at that post office by 4:44. Leave, get to the next stop by 5:08. Got to be done by 5:38, dropping off those pallets. After that, you got to be here by 5:44. You got till 6:14 to unload and be up out of there. After that, you got to get here by 6:27. Leave by 6:57. Your last stop is at 7:06. Leave there by 7:18. That's a lot of work. A lot of work. And I don't think I would do that for $3.82 a mile. Especially not in Minneapolis, Minnesota, when you can probably get $7, $8 a mile out there by posting your truck. You can probably get $7, $8 a mile out there by posting your truck, y'all. To be honest with you. In that area in Midwest out there. Yep. So I saw another question up here. Okay. Now I got a lot of chats in here, y'all. So if I don't see you, I'm sorry. I'm scrolling and I'm trying to get as many as I can in. When this stuff is highlighted, I can see it a lot better, to be honest with you. Then I can give you one of these. So if I see you, I see you. If I don't, I apologize. I see Iowa up here. I see Iowa. Let's pull up Iowa. Iowa. Within a 50-mile radius, 23 loads on the load board. I'm gonna put it up to 100. Yep, 23 loads on the load board coming out of Iowa. Terrible. $1.74, 2010, 218, 244, 238, 243. No, no, no. So as you can see, a majority of these loads were left on the load board, and there's a very good reason why. Because they are not paying good. They're not paying good. Only way these loads make sense if you doing some other loads and you're in an area and you just need to get out of there and one of these loads get you back home, then you know what I'm saying, you can take one of these. But other than that, no, I wouldn't pick none of these loads. None. I'm looking at these. No. There's a big no to all of them. I will post my truck. That's it. Post my truck. All right. So I did that this morning. Shout out to Pedro. I got you right, Pedro. DMV, I got you, Cam. I see you. I see you. I do see you up there. All right. What part of DMV? We doing? What we doing? Baltimore? To Baltimore. 138 loads. 138 loads on the load board within a 100-mile radius. And you got Amazon to Amazon, Amazon to Amazon, Amazon to Amazon. A lot of Amazon to Amazons. Here's a post office. Post office. So there's 100 loads on the load board. $2.97 a mile. You got 79 miles of deadhead from Baltimore to pick that up. Nope. I think I would have definitely get paid a little more than that. Posted truck would be your best friend over here in this area. It would be your best friend. Goldsboro, North Carolina. That's T Smooth. That's gonna pick up over here, like Charlotte. Pittsburgh, PA. Let's do Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, PA. All right. 188 loads. 188 loads. Now, majority of the loads are gonna drop tomorrow. And then some will probably drop on Friday. So there's gonna be like way more loads on the load board. This is sort of like they're dropping some loads because you see all Friday loads are still sitting up on the load board right here, right? It's all Friday stuff. So here goes Saturday. So they still kind of dropping loads out in this area. But posted truck is where the money's gonna be at. Post the truck is where the money's gonna be at. All right, so that is Pittsburgh, PA. Shout out to Pittsburgh, PA. All right, then we got where we at? Say Amazon, your load that's impossible to. Nah, I ran Amazon a load when I first started. It didn't put me out of business, bro. It did not put me, and it depends on the area you're in a lot of times too. Like if you just booking loads off the load board, you're gonna struggle. Tell you that right now. You're gonna struggle. Just off the load board, but now if you're picking them at the right times, like you really have to know what you are doing. I can't stress that enough. You gotta know what you're doing with Amazon. Because if you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna be struggling and you're gonna be saying then you can't make money. Be honest with you. You're gonna be saying that. Posting the truck is when you go on Amazon load board right up here, posting you post the truck, you put where your origin is at. If you want to put a destination, you can put that in. You put the times that your truck is available for Amazon to book your truck at the rate that you would like to be paid for your vehicle to run their freight versus picking the load that you see on this load board. That's what post a truck is. You post your truck's availability. Now, if you post your truck, you better keep an eye on your email because if they do use your truck and you miss that load, you will have a rejection sitting on your account and your score will be jammed up. You'll have a bad score with Amazon. So you got to know what you're doing with post a truck. Got to know what you're doing. Don't do like a lot of people were doing that didn't know what they were doing when they first started with Amazon. You post your truck from, let's say you done forgot you posted your truck, and then while you slobbing out the mouth, Amazon is booking your truck, and you don't even know you got a load because you knocked out, sleep. The cows is jumping over the moon, but you got a posted truck order that you don't even know got hit. And you wake up with 3 or 4 rejections on your Amazon account because you didn't know what you were doing with posted truck. So you gotta know what you're doing. You got to know what you're doing. Mike said he never get a posted truck order, even with high probability. Mike, where you located at? Where are you located at? Where are you located at? I already did Pittsburgh, PA. Pittsburgh, PA is up there now. Um, right. So I'm convinced this Mike do got a point to prove. Why don't you just get to your point, Mike? Or better yet, start alive. Hey, start you alive, Mike. What we talking about right now, Mike? Mike get here going in right now. What's good, Mike? Tell him why you mad, son. Tell him why you mad, man. Kingston, North Carolina. Kinston. You know what's funny? You know what's funny about Kinston, North Carolina? I actually performed in Kinston, North Carolina. That's crazy. Back in the days when I was signed with a label, I did a show in Kinston, North Carolina. I can't even remember the name of the club, but they had me performing out there. That was funny. That's funny you mentioned Kinston, North Carolina. 3 loads. Raleigh, Durham is your closest spot to Kinston, North Carolina. You still got 82 miles to go to get to that load. So yeah, that's a rough spot over there. That's a rough spot. Well, right now it's Wednesday, so they haven't put all the loads out on the load board. So, For sure, for sure. Shout out to small box trucking. For sure, for sure. That's my man's. It's my man's in them. Uh, Little Rock. Little Rock. I see you. I see you. Little Rock, Arkansas. One load on the load board. Like I said, it's still today is Wednesday. We about to go into Thursday, but either the loads have been taken and they haven't dropped the other loads yet for for next week. So, you gotta hold tight. But that's ugly right there. $1.84, that's ugly. Too ugly. So Mike is in Stockton, Cali. Mike, let me look up Stockton. I'm looking up Stockton right now. Stockton, California. Shout out to Mike though. Mike, 77 loads on the load board. Mike, let me ask you a question. Here's a load right here out of Stockton, California, 7 miles. So now, let me say this. Now, if you doing this right here, even though you picking up 7 miles, right, Mike? You got one, two, three, 4 stops. 4 stops, right? Check this out. At $2.24 a mile, you got 4 stops, and you're going to you Mike, you better not be doing this right here. Driving 254 miles and then coming back without a load, because if you do that, you're only getting $1.12 a mile. You gonna lose. I'll tell you that now. You gonna lose. That ain't enough money to go no 254 miles, even if you're deadheading 7 miles. This is a no-go. So I know you're not booking loads like that. I know you're not booking loads like that, but here's 20 miles a deadhead. Going to Mike, I see. Yeah, none of this is good, Mike. None of this is good right here. None of this is good. None of it. None of it. Yeah, I see why you talking trash, Mike. I see why. I wouldn't be booking none of this mess at all. Nope. 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 I would really be working hard to post my truck to make any of this make sense. Anything you running out there, Mike, you need to be running for $4 and $5 per mile for anything to make sense in that area. Yeah, I see that. Except this one, like this one, and not only that, but I would be looking like all this Amazon facility in Fresno. I would be putting that in my origin to see what loads are moving out of Fresno before I even entertain going 191 miles. I got to see what's coming back to my area for any of this to make sense. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I would analyze the load board. Like I would really be studying this load board and going from just seeing what Amazons are gonna be on my end load side. So if I can see if something's coming back. Other than that, I wouldn't be fooling with Amazon out there in that area if they're not gonna pay me what I'm saying, if I can't get a postal truck order that's gonna pay me double what I'm seeing on the load board. Like it's not gonna make sense for you to run that. You're not gonna make a good money doing what you're currently doing right now with Amazon. Like it's not gonna make sense. So I feel your pain right now. I feel your pain, and until you kind of master that and are able to find loads that are bringing you back, I would probably stay away from them in most of these loads right here, or stick to OTR to where you would make it would make more sense for you to do something like that, or even if you found something taking you out of the city, find your Amazon load to bring you back home. Like I would work mines that way versus kind of doing what you're doing right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're doing a lot of deadhead and it's not adding up for you. That's not adding up for you. So I seen some super chats. Let me get to the super chat. Shout out to Darnell Fletcher. Shout out to Darnell Fletcher with the super chat. Shout out to D for the super chat. I see you. I see you. I don't know if I missed something. You asked me to look up something, but I got you. I see the question. I got you. So Darnell asked, uh, how far out do you book loads? So Darnell, just depends on it depends on so first how I do my load sometimes, especially with Amazon, I will definitely book them out ahead of schedule, like for the next week. But that's only if I see my setup. And when I say by my setup, my if I see my load going and I see my other load that's gonna bring me back. That's what I call my setup. I call my round robins. So when the loads drop, I'm looking for my round robin loads. That's how I work my Amazon relay when I'm running Amazon relay. You see, so I got to find my load that's picking up with almost no deadhead and my load that's bringing me back with little to no deadhead. So I'll book those out a week in advance, basically. I'll book them out a week in advance, or at least, 4 or 5 days, pretty much a week in advance. Like Thursday, let's say tomorrow's Thursday. It's about to be Thursday in a minute. We've been on an hour and 47 minutes. Tomorrow's Thursday. I will book my loads out all the way for till next week, till next Sunday. So yeah, I'll do mine like that. Um, shout out to Mr. Emaya. Shout out to Mr. Emaya for the super chat. For the $1.99. I appreciate the super chat. So can you do Manassas, Virginia? Shout out to Manassas, Virginia. I got a homie that lives in Manassas, Virginia. And Jeremy Raw, Manassas, Virginia. So within a 100-mile radius, there are currently 101 loads that are showing up for Manassas, Virginia. There you go. You can see the deadhead miles over here. 48 miles. What is that? Winchester, Virginia. And this is actually going to 2 Amazons. Wow, that's different. This is going to 2 Amazons. So this is not postal routes. This is Amazon and then another Amazon. Okay. Okay. I like that. So this is going to Baltimore from West Winchester, Virginia to Carlisle, Pennsylvania. Then it's going to Baltimore, Maryland. But it's 194 miles for that whole trip right there. One way now, one way. So like something like this, for example, if I was to book a load like this, I would already be looking to see what's coming out of Baltimore, Maryland, out of BWI-5 to see if anything is coming back to bring me back close to where I picked up at or my home to wherever wherever home is. So if you can find something out of here to get you back here, then you're winning. But at $2.03 a mile, I wouldn't be booking that load. Just so y'all know how I how I like to book my loads. Not now, unless I found a setup, which is my round robins. Remember, I tell y'all the only way that these types of loads make sense is if you see a round robin or if you caught this load for double the price that's gonna bring you back. I mean, like $4.06 a mile. Even if you don't bring a load back, you still gonna get paid for a round trip load. That's how you make this Amazon stuff make sense. That's the only way to play their game. It's the only way to make their game make sense. So shout out to Mr. Emaya. Oh wait, shout out to you. I said no consultation will solve cancellations. It sure won't. You can't stop the cancellations. If they cancel, they just cancel. There ain't no way around that. No way around that. So Danielle said the run to Manassas post office is sweet. So she's done that one. She's done that one. That's why I was telling Mike, you got to mix up that OTR with Amazon. You know what I'm saying? Like if you do OTR and then find you something with Amazon that brings you back to the crib, then that may work better for you. Because if you're in the on the if you're in Cali, first and foremost, if you're in Cali, I'm gonna just tell you, if I lived in Cali, if I lived in Cali, I would be applying pretty much the same principles that you see small box trucking doing. I'm getting my bag with the 26 footer, and this man got a 16 footer, and he making that money. He making that 16 footer talk over there out of Cali. He leaving. He leaving. As a matter of fact, if I'm in Cali, it's not gonna make sense for me to do too much, nothing else other than me leaving every week to get up out of there and go get my money and I come back home. That's the way to do it. If I'm in Cali, I got to go. I got to go every week and I come on back. You know what I'm saying? When I really, and with a 26 footer, you should be able to run up a whole different type of bag, a whole different type of bag. It got to be in you, not on you, brother. It got to be in you, not on you. You feel me? And Cali is huge. So, you know what I'm saying? You literally could, you know what I'm saying, leave wherever you're at in Cali and go to a whole nother side of Cali and come on back and still you should be able to still get your money. Should be able to still get your bread. Yep. 600 miles a day for $1,200. Do I think that's good? Appreciate you, Dave P. Appreciate you, Dave P. Do I think 600 miles a day for $1,200 is good? 600 miles a day for $1,200. Okay, so let's see. I would do runs for Amazon. I was doing runs for Amazon for about 220, 225 miles, somewhere around there, 220. And they were paying me about what, 750-ish. Hmm. Nah, that's kind of low. 1,200 is kind of, if you go on OTR, $1,200. You gotta look at how much gas you gotta put in there. So you gotta put that factor in that gas. Running up some miles, 600 miles. I'll tell you right now. Let me do some quick math real quick. I'm about to tell you. I'm about to tell you right now. Divided by 600 miles. That's $2 a mile per day. $2 a mile per day. It depends on what it depends on where you're going. I'm gonna try to get more than that, of course. I definitely would try to definitely be trying to get more than that. Appreciate you stopping through, James. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Yeah, I would definitely try to get more than 1,200 for 600 miles. because that's only $2 per mile. And of course, we know that's one way. Dwayne said he seen a 16-footer at Amazon. He said any means necessary. Oh man. The Rileys. What's up, the Rileys? Said they got 16-foot killing. I'll drop my YouTube soon. All right, I see you. There's a lot of money coming out of California. You gotta be willing to ride and go get that bread, man. You got to be willing to ride for real, for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Either either you're gonna have massive broker connections, dealing with direct shippers, dealing with either one hell of a dispatcher, or you know what you're doing with, you know, Amazon Relay, or you have, great, you're just building great relationships to where you're getting really good rate per miles while you're out there on the road. You know what I'm saying? No, oh, 600 total round trip. 600 miles total round trip. Oh yeah, oh yeah, you winning for sure. Yeah, 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 yeah. I thought you were saying one way. 600 mile, 1200. Yeah, that's I can make that twerk. I can make that twerk. He said all gas, no diesel, for sure. For sure, for sure. Riverdale, Riverside, Cali. See what's in Riverside, Cali. Let's see what's in Riverside, Cali. We got an hour and 57 on here. Hour and 57. So y'all be getting on YouTube late. I'm gonna be ducking out of here in a minute. So we had 6 loads within a 100-mile radius and 97.5 miles of deadhead. Ugh. Then you gotta drive 197 miles to drop it off. Mm-mm. No, sir. No, sir. This one at the bottom is $3.84 a mile. Still a lot of, well, yeah, you got 97, 61 miles for the total, for the actual paying miles. James almost to check out Spartanburg. He ain't nothing cracking in Spartanburg right now, man. Nothing out there right now, man. No, ain't nothing moving. There might be one load up here for Spartanburg. Nope, not even one load up. Yeah, yeah, it is right here. One load for Spartanburg going to MGE9, Union City, Georgia. But it's only $1.90 a mile, which is horrible. Horrible, horrible. Amazon to Amazon. And I've done this one several times, but not for $1.90. Matter of fact, I ran this load. I ran this load right here, and it was snowing. I ran this load and it was snowing, but they paid me 750 something bucks, right? 750 plus they paid me another 250 because Amazon was closed when I got there, and we had to wait for them to actually open up that Amazon because of the weather. So they paid me detention pay. You know what I'm saying? I had to hit Amazon up like, hey, I need my detention pay. And they paid it. So if you're wondering if Amazon pays detention pay for box trucks, yes, they do pay detention pay. If you are at an Amazon facility, especially during the times that I went, the weather was horrible, they will pay you detention pay, if you were wondering. So we have been on this thing 2 hours. 2 hours. 2 hours. Appreciate the super chat, Darnell. Shout out to Darnell for the super chat. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. So Darnell asks, how often do loads get completed faster than the Amazon expected time? It happens a lot. It happens a lot of times. So for an example, let's say that um let's say that I go to I pick up a load for a post office route, for example, and I get to the Amazon facility 45 minutes early. I load my truck up, and Amazon has this load scheduled to drop at 5 in the morning, right? But because I know this particular post office opens up at 12 a.m., the minute I leave the Amazon facility, I'm en route directly to the post office. I'm not dropping that load at no 5 a.m. You see what I'm saying? So you can drop those loads off way earlier than Amazon's scheduled time. But that's why I only like to stick to one post office route if I do a post office and Amazon to Amazon. Because, say, for example, I get 3 stops and I know my 12 o'clock post off, my 12 a.m. post office is open, but I get to one of these other post office facilities and I literally gotta wait. They literally open up at the time that Amazon has it scheduled for on the schedule. And now I can't even drop that load because I gotta wait for these other post offices to open. And now I gotta really stick to the freaking schedule. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I prefer not to do, what I'm saying, a lot of postal routes. So, but yes, you can drop loads off earlier than Amazon's scheduled time. You just gotta, what I'm saying, once you get familiar with certain post offices in your area or wherever you start, doing your picking your routes at, then you will know, you kind of know, like, boom, you see that load pop up, like, oh man, that's the post office. I know that's gonna open up, at 12. Let me snatch this load up real quick. So that happens. That happens. Yes, it definitely can happen, Darnell. Kansas City, what's up? What's up? See, City, Kansas City, Missouri. There you go. 64 loads. So so I typically have my ELD rolling. My ELD is running like when I do run my load. So um like especially when I'm doing Amazon loads, um like it does like if I'm OTR, my ELD becomes more of a priority for me versus Amazon stuff because when I'm running Amazon loads, unless I'm picking like a couple of loads, then I have to pay more attention to my ELD versus I'm running just one Amazon load. I'm just rolling. You know what I'm saying? Like I start it and then I stop it. So it's not a big concern to me when I'm running short Amazon runs. But yeah, I'm rolling. Most times I'm doing over 150 miles, round trip. Because if I leave here, Spartanburg, and I go pick up in Spartanburg, it's typically like about 70 miles from me. And I bring that back to Charlotte. And I'm doing 140, you know what I'm saying? Like roughly about 150 miles. So I don't really worry about my not logging anything. So I just let it roll. So James, there's a link. I dropped the link in the chat again right now. I would drop the link in the chat for that. Just drop the link in the chat, James. How far? So how many loads can you do? It's a good question. How many loads can you do with Amazon Relay? So you really got to pay attention to the times. No, I never double book anything. Nope. You never catch me double booking. So what Amazon will do now, if you try to do that, they're gonna cancel that second load that you're trying. They're not gonna even let you book it, first of all. Like they're gonna cancel that. So double booking is if you see two loads and both of those loads are picking up approximately the end time of your load is running into the beginning time of the second load that you're trying to book. Amazon is not gonna let you do that anymore. They're not gonna let you do it. But I've never done that anyway, so I've never had that issue. Like I just knew that I would be jeopardizing my score if I tried to pull something like that off. So I never done that. So my loads don't even get close to being, you know what I'm saying, like together. So I don't worry about that. I don't worry about it. So that's it. That's it right there. I don't left the daggone screen. Where we at? I forgot my screen was up there. There we go. What else did I have? Hey, my bad. Mike said he would have triple booked. No. So that's what they were doing too. Even though this is a good question right here. Where you at? The Nay Mumford asks, what if you drop early? Can you get a load after you drop? So you can get a load after you drop, but you just cannot get it even after you drop the load off. If the next load you're trying to book is still running into the end time of the load you just dropped off, you can't book that load on top of that load that's ending. Even though you're done on Amazon's system, it still shows that next load is overlapping the end time of the the load that you just ran. So if it doesn't overlap, yes, you can book the second load. Absolutely. As long as the times don't overlap on top of each other, you good. Even though you know you'll be finished with that route super early, Amazon saying no, you can't do that. You can't do that. Now, if Amazon calls you directly after you just dropped the load, then I'm sure they can work something out. Now they can definitely send that load to your they can definitely push a load to directly to you if they call you directly. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question. Load boards or Amazon Relay, what do you prefer? When I want to be at the crib every day, Amazon Relay all day. But I can also go to the load board and sometimes find like a load picking up in Charlotte and dropping in Charlotte, or something going from Columbia to Charlotte, something like, something like that off the load board. But I always, the way I run my stuff, I ain't gonna lie, I favor Amazon because I can be in and out quick, like, and be done like for the day. Like I've just literally mastered how I do my Amazon Relay stuff, and you know what I'm saying. I definitely favor it more than the other load boards, but you still have to be, you know what I'm saying. You still have to be, you still have to kind of be savvy with, you know what I'm saying, the other load boards. Like I like to get up, look at what's on the relay load board, look at DAT, look at truck stop, and just see what's up there. Then I got my brokers that'll hit me up too. You know what I'm saying, to see to see if I'm available, if I have someone else that's available that's in my network. So um and like I said, I got some stuff coming down the pipeline. I'm excited about it. A lot of people gonna be eating that's rocking with your mans. A lot of people gonna be eating real good. So if you tapped in, you tapped in. If you tapped in, you know. He said, hold up, hold up, hold up on Wednesday. Yeah. You definitely you need an ELD. If you don't have an ELD already, you can go to a truck stop and get the paper logs, but you have to have those paper logs in that vehicle with you. So if you order ELD and you don't have it, like if you don't have it immediately when you're trying to start, you definitely have to you definitely want to get paper logs. But the ELD is going to be a lot easier for you to kind of use and understand. Shout out to MV. I see you, MV. MV said he is in Charlotte. Shout out to MV for the super chat. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. I see you. I see you. So you definitely need that pallet jack though, for sure. I'm gonna tell you that now. You roll up to Amazon without a pallet jack if you want to. You're gonna be looking real crazy because they're not gonna let you use their equipment. What's so crazy is they started putting signs up at CLT9. I don't know what y'all boys was doing up to that CLT9, but they put signs up saying, please do not touch their pallet jacks and be putting their pallet jacks on your trucks. Y'all must have been wilding up there CLT9, like taking Amazon pallet jacks. They like, whoa. I remember I was at Amazon a few weeks ago, and my man was giving me the crates to load on the truck. You know, I took my pallet jack out. Dude from Amazon, he sizing up my pallet jack. I'm like, bro, that's my pallet jack. He told me it looks like one of our pallet jacks. I said, I'm gonna need you to take a real good close look at the name of the company that I got marked on my pallet jack. Look at it. I know it's wearing off, but can you see it? Well, stop playing with me. You ain't about to get my good pallet jack that I bought out of Atlanta. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir, no, ma'am. We're not doing that. Queen City in the building. What's good, Manny? All right, I got you right here. Rajendra. Rajendra Singh. I got you right here. Albany, New York. Albany, New York. New York.
He wants me to look up Albany, New York. Okay, here we go.
Let me stop playing with y'all. I got too many toys over here now. So Albany, you're looking at 46 loads right now. Every time I hear New York, that's how my voice feels. It's just like, I don't know. It's just a lot going on out there in New York, man. It's a lot going on out there. A lot going on out there. So MV, yeah, basically, yo, shout out to MV again, y'all. Shout out to MV for the super chat. So um you'll eventually start seeing me posting loads that I will have available for carriers. So just a heads up. But I will more than likely be putting them. They will more than likely hit my group first, like my I'll be posting those loads in my to my mentorship clients, and I will also be posting those loads to my members that are in my course. So if they can't pick up those loads, I will then probably post it on my Instagram DM, put it on my Instagram story or something like that, and just kind of let people hit me if they're available to take one of those loads. So yeah, I'm working on something big, 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 big. big. So stay tuned in. Just looking to grow my, my company in several different ways. So no doubt. I got you right. I ain't trying to mess up your name, bro. Well, I'm just making sure I don't see that's the thing. I don't know if that's a female or a male name. I'll see out here. We names. I don't want to mistake it for a male because that name is a little tricky. Rajendra sounds like that sounds. I'm hoping it's a female. Am I correct? Am I correct? Rajendra, please tell me I'm correct. Don't say I'm a male. Please don't say that. Did I get your name right? I said it right, but did I get the gender right? I'm waiting. How many hours will you work for Amazon? It depends on, like if you look up here, you'll see on average. Let me just pull up my city. Pull up my city right here. I'm in Charlotte. So on average, depending on the load, like you can see these loads here, like none of these loads will get booked by me. None of them. So if I do one or two, I might have a 3 hours into a load. I might have 3 hours into a load. So I typically don't go past that. So 3-4 hours. They usually say about 4 hours, depending on where I'm going, where I'm picking up and where I'm dropping off at. 9 times out of 10 is close. If I'm going to pick up, it's coming back to Charlotte, or I'll leave Charlotte and go maybe to Columbia. Then I'll leave Columbia and come back to Charlotte. But that would be 2 loads. That would be 2 loads. We had 2 hours and 17 minutes on this live. Shout out to everybody that hit me with a super chat. I appreciate y'all. And a little quick intermission.
It's Big Fish TV. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. It's Big Fish TV. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. See me in the box, throw your hands up. Money used to look funny, now my grand's up. New eyes look alive, no limit to the sky. Back on my king shit now. This a vibe in the box, throw your hands up. Money used to look funny, now my grand's up. New eyes look alive, no limit to the sky. Back on my king shit now.
Just like that, we back. No doubt, no doubt. Greedy Green was good. Greedy Green said, "About to get that paper, about to get that bread, about to get that bread." Does Amazon usually operate early mornings? They operate 24/7. So you have a lot loads that are drop in the daytime, loads drop in the nighttime. Some loads drop in the middle of the day. Just depends on where you're located at, and where the Amazons are, kind of where they're moving their freight at. So they loads move all day. Amazon is 24/7. Envy said, I sent a new driver to Asheville. It was a mess. She was late to everything. Ooh. Oh man, I know that hurt. I know that hurt. Yep. I'm not taking. Listen, I don't. No. Not no Tennessee. No. No. If I do Tennessee, it's not gonna be for Amazon. It's gonna be from, I'll be on DAT load board, truck stop, one of them type loads, but it's definitely not gonna be no Amazon. I ain't going to none of them Tennessee post offices. I did that one time on a postal truck order, and I've never made that mistake again. Never made that mistake again. Nashville, I got it right here, real quick. Real quick, like. Real quick, Nashville, Tennessee. There you go. Boom, 66 loads within a 100-mile radius. 66 loads within a 100-mile radius. There you go. There you go. Got some next day pan loads. You get an Amazon, learn how to set up poster truck orders. Learn how to do poster truck. It's going to change your business. It's going to change your business. Yeah, you got it. That's the see. That's the thing about. That's another thing about going over the road, and taking longer distance loads. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're not familiar about what to do when you get out there and you're going up those hills, those steep hills, and coming down those declines and hitting them curves, you gotta hit them different. Like you can't be gunning it out there. And you can't be riding the brakes. Like you really gotta, understand and know what you're doing out there because you can burn some brakes out if you don't know what you're doing, especially if you got a heavy load on your truck. Like it's a little method to the madness out there. That's why you see those runaway call them what they call them runway truck ramps. Got them runaway truck ramps. The truck get away from you. You gotta hit one of them ramps. Let that thing slow you all the way down. Some of them semis be forgetting what's going on out there too. So Virginia Beach, Billy the Kid, Virginia Beach. Here we go. Virginia Beach, Virginia. There you go. 5 loads within a 100-mile radius. Virginia Beach. There you go. 88 loads. Look at that. Richmond going to Raleigh, Durham. You see what I'm saying? This is an example right here of what I want to show y'all. So if you was trying to get back out close to Charlotte or, get out of Richmond, this is why you keep Amazon in your back pocket. This is why you keep them in your back pocket. Because look at this. This thing is leaving. Well, this is Sunday morning, but just to give you an example, here's another one. This one is Saturday. Well, this is Petersburg, but it's coming back to Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina. So that would get me back close to the crib. This is why you keep Amazon Relay on in the back pocket. You're able to pull them up, and guess what you can do? Get back out this way if you're in Virginia. Roll over to Petersburg, pick up this load. Amazon gonna get you on up out of there, get you back to the Carolinas. Easy. $2 a mile, light load, Amazon to Amazon. Your truck ain't way down all crazy heavy. You're trying to get back to the Carolinas. So for instances like this, it's perfect. This Amazon load is perfect, even though it's $2.01 a mile. I would clearly take that load and get me on back to the Carolinas. Let's say, for example, if I just dropped the load off in Petersburg, Virginia, I'm gonna wait till the night. I'm gonna grab that load and I'm out of there. Simple, very simple. Amazon will come in handy. That's why I tell y'all, Amazon will come in handy if you one of them types of persons that wants to go over the road. You get in some of these cities, you drop your load off. Something might be on their load board with Amazon. You can make you some money while you're out there. Get your hotel, chill. Like Amazon Relay load could pay for a hotel, food. You know what I'm saying? Until you get your next OTR load, and that gets you out of wherever city you're in. So it's a lot of different ways that you can play it, that you can roll with Amazon. So I mean, it's good to have. It's good to have. You welcome, Billy the Kid. You welcome. How often do I do OTR? This depends. Like it depends on how I'm feeling. Depends on how I'm feeling. Like I've been doing work on my truck lately, so I haven't been doing no OTR. Like I haven't been taking a chance trying to go OTR. So I've been kind of running Amazon. Amazon been like my bestie lately, the past few weeks or so. They've been my bestie. Especially when they call me with a $10 a mile load. Hit way different. That hit way different. But y'all, I appreciate y'all coming to hang out with me. I appreciate y'all coming
Coming to hang out with your mans. I appreciate it.
I appreciate y'all coming to hang out with me, man. I'm about to turn it in. We about to shut this live down. I hope y'all got some gems, some jewels, learned a little something while we were on this live, man. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Until I get back on here, hoping y'all have an incredible, incredible evening, and even more incredible Thursday. But we'll be back, and I will see y'all in the next video or the next live. It's Tommy Big Vic TV. Y'all already know what it is. Always hustle. Never stop growing. Until the next video, y'all have an amazing, amazing Thursday morning. All right. See you on the next one. Peace.